This is about you, me, we, and our untapped potential. This is the huge upside.
Welcome back to the forest. And I have here beside me, please introduce yourselves, Hill and James.
I'm Hill.
My name is James.
What do you
We're imaginary.
check out? I really thought it was one imaginary, really,
Yeah, it's
seriously.
okay. It's okay.
So please pardon me that the intention was to put number one. Why?
Why imaginary?
Yeah, why one?
Why one? Because first our logo, mabantayan ninyo, ano siya, more siya clicker. Ang one imaginary. Na-start me nga, we were thinking, murag gachika ta sa itong mga plans. Then we thought nga everything starts at one. Murag, let's start. Murag, cliche siya.
No,
Cliche
it's
siya.
not cliche. It's actually the best. Kay,
Yeah,
we all
pero
start somewhere, and one is that you can coin nga kamo ang number one.
dili ba siguro? Dili pa sa
And probably you
siguro.
can coin the first to do this though in Cagayan.
Yeah, I think so too.
I would like to commend you guys, but I don't think there's any competition for you, and it's quite a thing you guys put up. So congrats.
Okay, thank you. Thank you kayo.
Are we gonna extend? Tama na maka 9.
Extend ta, extend. Labaw
So-
na nga, dagan kay crowd karon.
Ba?
Oo.
FYI folks, if you're watching this part 2 na dainig ikani ha.
Yeah.
Na ay technical difficulties. I'm not sure, but that's why ato susiyon karon if everything is okay and if nag-pick up ba. Hello. So we are here. There is a Forest Cafe. So what's going on here, and why make it 2 days instead of one? Because last time you guys had this 1 day lang. So what's going on right now in Forest Cafe, and why go for the confidence nga 2 days na nato, isagad na nato.
Well, actually, we last event na mo, kato sa second event, we asked our merchants if how was the event and if they wanted any suggestions for it. Most of them, majority actually suggested that they wanted the event to be extended for at least 2 days. So
Nabitin
we
sila.
granted them. Yeah, sila. For them na i-wanted na kanang matatawagan pilahang staff kay namgoy times na kanang na sila yung mga following baka silang accounts na ay hapa sila ma-notify na may ongoing event. So at least pagka following day, they could still come here.
True, because I don't think 1 day is gonna justify things.
Yeah,
It's
inanag
the
yun.
best move to make it to this. I have a good friend sa Malaybalay City. He holds a workshop. It's called Wayok, and yeah, it's a great design and branding workshop. But you know, there's so many things you can absorb and learn in those such events, and then I don't think 1 day is enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you can't get enough. So if 2 days, meaning, mas dako inyong isingil sa inyong mga merchants, if that's the case.
Unfortunately, yes.
I mean, it's mas maayo kay, di ba? It's better than
I
1 day
mean-
lang.
yeah, mas better ang 2 days. Pero ang singil, actually, ang among goal ni James is free kita.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
so, okay
yeah.
naman gid, no? But
yeah.
I mean, to sustain something,
Mm-mm.
it needs to generate
Yeah,
a
kasi
certain cash flow.
ang naiuban dira nga for rent lang. So we have to pay for that as well.
Yeah, of course, sila.
Yeah, the venue as well.
Ang
Yeah.
kurente. Ba kung mahimo biagid kung gustoon sa mga establishments, sige lang para mabibo para na
Yeah,
traffic, di ba?
yeah. Especially if you're passionate enough.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure. Yung makita po nila, mailad sa nimo.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, for sure. Usually ang pick up ani gabi or hapon. I'm real confused.
As we've observed, late afternoon till night siya. So that's why what we do, early afternoon, make some kind of workshop or activity for them to come here. And then sa later afternoon, ay hana itong crowd na kanang that goes here for the music, for the food, to chill with their friends or family baka ha. So late afternoon till night.
Pero why not just say na lang gabi ita magsugod?
Bitin man good na kanang gabi ilang mag-start.
Lagi.
And then sayang lighting. Nice ang venue, even the afternoon yeah, late
the
afternoon.
venue you can appreciate morning
Yes.
and evening, no? Fair. So what can you say so far? What's your assessment? Like, this is your third time around. How do you guys feel? Like, masense, na mo sense of feeling unsay dagan ani or dili pagyapon sure sa ipang-upat ninyo, murag, saman.
As of now, murag, we're able to handle things better. One of our goal, Manggod, is kanang we want na moabot sa point na di kay may grabe ka hands-on in a sense na kanang mabiyaan-biyaan siya. Like, ma-organize na mo easily without kanang just proper communication would be enough siguro. So right now, I think we're near another thing kay
So sa next pang-upat ninyo, mag-hire na magtao.
kana if mag-hire, we still have to talk about that. Siguro
Pwede
in
kayo,
some
no?
aspects na kanang kulang may such as what we've mentioned earlier kanina about photography or videography na media-related na people.
The delegations of the
Yeah.
compartment.
I think
i-compartmentalize yung trabaho ba? Kamuhan
Yeah.
eh.
kay as of now, giako ba na mo tanan.
Yeah, you know what, you can appreciate this because these are the operations, di ba? Like, mura mo ganang start up. If I was an intern, I'd intern for you guys. Kaya nga, no, you would know the ropes. Yeah,
Thank you.
That's what, there's a formula for coffee shops na mga so good.
Yeah.
They would hire mga batanon ka na mga high school pa, working
that's
kids
true.
because it's barato.
Yeah.
And these kids are passionate kasi syempre, mas dako pa sa ilang allowance kasi hatag silang ginikanan.
Kasi it's their first time.
Yes, but you know, a lot of folks would musokol puts internship, of course, exposure sa ilang mga talents.
Yes.
Di ba?
Oo.
Yeah, you can actually partner up with ka ng mga media. Hell, okay, ako na mo claim. Kami, exposure, di ba?
Yeah.
I mean, you have a certain
Oo.
demographic would like to touch them. And of course, Cagayan de City is such a big scope.
Yeah.
I
mean,
like to get in
sa
touch with
population pa lang sa Cagayan de Oro.
everyone. You know who's dominating who lives in their head rent-free? There is Cagayan.
Who?
Our leaders.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
I
unfair
mean-
because they have all the attention by. So we have to take some of that. Ba?
Yeah, we agree. Now, we think na it's time for Cagayan de Oro to embrace the local scene here.
For sure.
Yeah.
I have a question. Mga taga-Cagayan mo.
Yes.
James, born and raised.
Yes.
Okay, Chess, I want to ask you. Earlier was discussed before our segment na isgutan nga Cagayan is not so accepting of mga alternative nga mga eksena same as this. Tinood? Or like what's your opinion on that?
Dili ko kaingon na it's 100% true. I think Cagayan just needs more exposure of those siguro. Then with the right amount of exposure, if wala gyud siya ma-generate na crowd, then I guess ay ako makakonclude na not accepting gid si Cagayan.
I have a kuan, but what if we get the help from the government and they could scale this because they have the budget,
That would be great if we get support from the government.
di ba?
Pero,
Nakasend na mo sa ilaog kuan
we've
presentation.
tried, shout out.
Kobe. Isa inyong gituulan.
Oh, hindi
Ang mayor,
may magsaba,
Mayor.
but di sila wala sila hatag og response sa mo. Yeah.
Basically, they're not that interested and
Yeah, 'cause you
supportive
know,
on that kind of scene as of now.
Kinsa sa girls kasing-kasing nila, no?
Yeah,
It's
nanagid
always
siya.
been that game.
Yeah, it's
Basta you would know, like kita, like would you have invited anybody else to have been partners of this event? Siyempre, nakita na guta one time,
Yeah.
di ba? Musali ka, bahala pag pila ka followers siya, pero wala ka ila sa lakaw, like would you?
Would have been nice na to have that support from the government, no?
Still,
Kaya art scene is very healthy for people.
meaning we have not, if the government has not paid attention to this yet, meaning we have not made the ground swell. So we have to still construct organically. Ipabaha ginaton sa lunga. Wa slight choice. This is that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Sila gid. Really, serious, okay? I think they'll only nod their heads or turn their heads to folks who have like who garner attention.
Depende pa siguro. I think they're after the clout nga
It's all about the cloud.
Yeah, it's all about the
It's the
clout.
clout.
Pero they're after for something dili art scene ba? No.
Na sila yung madaw-daw, ha?
Yeah.
We're gonna get political here. Pwede. Ba?
Poverty porn.
Grabe ako, Ana. I'm a big consumer of poverty porn, but syempre, like, But it's sad. But that's why we need to keep doing this.
Yeah, we have to keep up.
The goal is to make this mainstream. Masikmura ninyo ang mainstream. That's the question.
Kaya ba?
Kaya.
Hopefully, kaya.
I mean, there's still, you can still retain the level of respect.
As long as there's the cause
Yeah.
na we began with, di ba?
I'll give you an example. Alden. He's mainstream,
Yeah.
but everybody loves him. He has not smeared his name.
Yeah, that's true.
He's played the kindness game. Diba?
Tinood.
Yeah.
So far, wala na tarnish yung name. Yeah.
And look at these other clowns. Nga. Diba? But you gotta do what you gotta do. But most folks would go the extreme to get the attention. But to get the attention of the government, that's tough. Okay. It requires a level of kanang attention good. Like,
Yeah.
kailangan ka ma-Andrew A or so ba?
Tinood.
Sabagit.
Para ma-hype ang ilang name.
Name somebody along the lines sa scene nga o kan mga things you believe in nga garespetaran sa gobyerno.
Ginarespeturan sa gobyerno. Ginarespeturan sa gobyerno. Artist.
Wala ko yung idea as of now.
For now, wala. That's why we need to make the groundswell.
Yeah.
Kita yun.
Dapat kita ang
I don't think
mag-start.
it takes influencer or celebrity. Kuhaan yun siya ba? Collective effort yun siya ba? Ano nga ni? If I see na may competition, I think it's good.
How come? How come?
It's good because it means like we discussed earlier, if na si Senior Pedro galamukan dia, business
yeah.
is good. Now,
Oh.
taparan siya sa kompetensya, meaning that place will be known now for lechon manukan.
It means we're doing something productive. Yeah.
If the suppliers there's kung naan ay surplus, meaning natin kakahitabo dia.
Oo,
Diba?
naikakitabo.
So imagine God forbid, hope number 1 yapon mo. Diba? But that's always the case. We need competition. That's why I keep pushing for folks to have podcasts. So it's not me. It's too selfish for me or somebody else like a vlogger,
Yeah.
I want to monopolize the ecosystem.
Yeah, gets.
Sara ginang daghan, meaning dili pod monotonous ang genre. If ako lang diri, makabuang. So that's why it's also
Nice if dagdahan.
yeah.
Gan mo.
My personality is not highly addictive I would abangan yun ako siya like a Vice Ganda or a Boy Abunda or
Yeah.
other thought leaders. So our own leverage is to talk to people.
Mhm.
It makes the conversation much more exciting.
Mas heartfelt and very grounded ang
True.
ang approach.
Oh, and mas dagan po ka ma-learn sa mga tao. Just like what you guys are doing now. So
Yeah.
far, what have you learned from your merchants? This time around, third time around.
Third time na to, first,
And so on.
actually, dagan mi na-learn sa mga
Okay.
merchants. First time,
Negative, positive.
positive.
Oh.
Definitely positive. First kay dagan kay sila ka ng skills bitaw nga dili nimo ma-imagine nga mabuhat di ay.
Like what?
Like for example, Cara and Paula, like they have this resin thing going on.
Oh yeah, where are they? Nibalik sila?
Huh?
Nibalik sila?
Yeah, they're here.
Nasa
They're here.
karon?
Yeah, they're here.
Shout
They're
out.
amazing kayo because it's not something like you see every day. So it's
Resin
amazing.
art is unique. Kay I've yet to see resin table sa Cagayan de Oro City.
Yeah. Nice if na ay workshop actually ingana here.
That should be the next workshop.
Yeah, I think so too.
Not
Pero
just, sorry, no offense sa mga coaster ha.
yeah.
Are those coasters or kanang paperweight lang to sa to?
Coasters though.
Coasters.
Coasters.
It'd be
Yeah.
nice if they hold a workshop. So, provide value. It's education. People love learning, and aside sa entertainment, people gravitate to education.
Oh, tanan. Labo na if na actually ka-learn nga bago.
Ian Hablo having a workshop it's never a bad move. It's always a good move because people are addicted to coffee.
Very passionate po siya when it comes to coffee.
Yes,
So
and-
ma-hook up gyapon ka.
Yeah, and how much more? That's the perfect in the person I had him earlier. Salamat. Thanks to you guys.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, we talked about this earlier. Imaginary is not the flea market. It's a conference. It's a networking event.
It's a movement.
It's a movement.
Yeah.
It's more of a B2B.
Yeah.
Diba?
It's more of a movement than like we're not actually a production.
Lagay mo yung
oo,
gibutang sa inyong
yeah.
page.
Actually, dili na siya ma-change.
Initially, that's what you would have thought. Productions or by wala pa label for you.
Actually, imaginary gid lang to. Pero since Facebook wouldn't allow nga imaginary lang, so we had to put something.
Would it be wonderful if that day comes nga Facebook would just allow us to label what kind
Diba?
mag-isod siguro
Nga,
tayo.
ngano, why restrict us to something it's what we would like to call it, diba?
Kakanan binary na yata.
It day.
It makes sense. Like even you can change your pronouns anyway in the other social platforms.
Oh, especially in Instagram, I think. You can change your
IG and
pronouns.
Twitter, I guess.
I see.
And Twitter, I'm not sure sa Twitter. But
Yeah,
on Instagram,
Twitter,
you can put you can put like pansexual, like he, she, it, they.
Yeah.
Really?
Oo.
And for sure po, no na, pwede na ka makabot og gender nga, I'm AI. Are you an AI?
AI.
Anyway, dagan na ta tangents. So going back to the topic, so it's more like a networking event.
Yeah,
No.
it's more of like a network thing. It's like a movement pod. Kay ang among goal here is like among ginaingnan among mga merchants like is to have fun.
Yeah.
Oo. Yeah, create their own culture, own community, kanang mag-make partnership with other store, other creatives. Mo gid among mag-exchange og ideas with other merchants. Kana gid among gusto like network gid siya, movement gid siya. It's not like a flea market good. Pero to market, we had to use the word flea market because it's what more closer.
The hashtags.
Yeah, it's closer to the heart
The
of the people.
tags.
Yeah.
But
Kasi-
come to think of it, that term is only available to a certain demographic.
Yeah.
No.
Oo.
And actually, that's the kind of demographic you're inviting
Oo.
anyway.
Actually, gitried na mo nga siyang i-call as tapok-tapok.
Talipapa.
Talipapa. Tapok-tapok yun siya. Pero since dili kay siya murag childish ra kay siya sa ano. Tapok. Ano tapok-tapok man? Murag playground din. Murag yana bitaw.
Sure.
So we were,
Actually, it can be.
di ba, playground
People are
din
having
siya.
fun out there.
I know.
This is child's play for adults.
Yeah,
Di
that's
ba?
true. Pero murag gaduha-duha sa nag-sponsor, murag ingana siguro.
Okay, so you're
Like,
very
what are-
careful how you present yourself so that you can attract more sponsors in the future.
Dili sponsors, foot traffic. Yeah.
Okay, foot traffic.
Kaya if you say nga tapok-tapok lang, they would think na exclusive siya.
Colorum.
Color room, exclusive siya. We're not part of it. Yeah, we're
Right.
not that serious. Basin marag.
The tapok. It does sound kind of tribal. When you actually say market, it's like it's available to the public. Mercado.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually nice.
Mm-mm.
But you guys haven't adopted like a Bisaya name for this, imaginary wa kay namugna sa Cagayan, but
Mm-mm.
you guys want to keep it that way, or you wanna adopt something Bisaya soon, like
We could try if like we're open to a lot of things right now. So maybe soon we'll add something or change depending on the situation.
because come to think of it, folks, the foot traffic here is Bisaya.
Bisaya.
We'll just speak English.
Oo.
Go in English na lang yun, but
Oo.
hey, this is quite an amazing feat. If I said it earlier and I'll say it again, if wala kay hanaw kinsay nagpadagan na, you must think na 10 man siyang see it works.
Always siya gakaano sa mo, gakahit sa mo.
Yeah, 'cause
kay duha ra gid me.
you know the
Yeah.
body of work that goes into this. Shit, it's hard.
Dagan kay ingon nga pila mo ka buok like giunsa niyo kamura duha like
Exactly.
how, di ba?
Yeah.
Oh, surprise.
And mga makamatingala din sila. When mo nag-start? Actually, bago pa man me.
Yeah, wala pa mi nag 1 year. Actually.
Wala 1 year.
Oo. November babies.
It's always nice to give that impression.
Oo.
More quality kayo.
Try pud me og kanang stray away from the normalities here in CDO.
Yeah.
Like since sa Davao, padagan nila sa ilang mga events, wala man sila MC.
Yeah.
Then, akong
How do they do it though? What's it? Okay, now if I think you have the audacity to say, right? You have earned the audacity to say nga naka 3 na good mo kay tulo
Yeah.
na ka times ang yani mo. So, what's the difference between Davao, Cebu, and Imaginary?
Cebu.
Cebu mostly they're focused on the food items. It's not like a flea market kayo compared to someone na kanang dagan merchants. They're mostly focused on different stalls na kanang starting business. They help their community na kanang who wants to do kanang mga weekend lang bakaha na businesses nila.
Weekend warriors.
Yes, and then there are times that they invite artists na kanang mag-perform for like music related na
Yeah.
small bands and DJs. That's what they do in
So,
the
mo na
Cebu.
imong incorporate dire, James.
In a way, muna kung na-try ambag, I would have wanted
so
more food unta
They should be
here.
flattered, man. You brought Cebu here. Diba?
As for the Davao,
Wow, what's going on?
Davao.
Listen, first time ko nakaatog Davao last year, I'm
Uy.
just blown away. Like, fuck you, Cagayan de Oro City.
Yeah, friendly
Yeah,
ka
they're
sila.
very cultured compared to
Why?
Cagayan. Sorry, Cagayan.
Sorry, I'm gonna
That's
shit on
true, ba?
we shit on Cagayan de Oro.
Tinood na ba?
anyway.
Tinood
Like,
na.
But Davao's like the shit.
Oo, very friendly, very cultured, and very open sila sa tanan.
Yeah.
I mean, sa Davao scene naman, akong na-experience ito kay... Dito na ako gikuha ang marag inspiration from our first nga padagan nato. Kay lahi-lahi sila genre. Like,
Right.
there's reggae, there's hip-hop, there's rock, there's
Yes.
acoustic. Like, marag, unsay next, diba? Marag, very, very interesting. Then, as for the merchants nila, they're aiming for, aiming for merchants na, marag,
Big
na,
na or
not big.
startups gyapon.
Startups. Then
Right.
also mga edad is like mga 20s, may nga na.
This is
Gen
this
Z,
is
yeah.
a young Gen Z or a
Yeah.
Gen Z's movement yun. You know?
Then wala po sila yung MC nga padagan. So it was my first time nga nice, it works nga even though nga wala yung MC. Ano ko nga
It does because okay, you don't actually have to like be when people come in here. You got great elements in your poster, and probably the way you carried your brand already telltales nga you don't need to be shouted at.
yeah.
So I have a good friend here. Shout out si Tres. So muna to mastermind sa Wayok,
I see.
and
Hello.
for kani this brand hiatus. So
Fans me.
so he strongly believes in
Wala ko
visuals and
nakadto sa imong
messaging.
workshop, sorry. I wanted to go sa imong workshop but I wasn't available. I'm sorry.
Diba? So he's a very big proponent and a believer of visuals. So visuals do the telling. When you come in here sa Forest Cafe, when you're actual forest, pili ka mo singgit, but
Yeah.
you're in the middle of the city. Alright, it reminds you you come here to relax. You don't
Yeah.
need to be shouted at. Yeah, we're not one.
Oo.
We're not animals. So
We're friendly.
Di ba? So, the need or a cause for MC, probably reserve it for like, if Imaginary would actually have a gig,
Yeah.
then you would need, like, you would have like rappers along.
Oh.
Di ba?
Ang dagan lang questions when we were organizing or planning for the first event.
Right.
People were asking, ano wala may MC? Kamu ra giduha, like, let us do our thing and maybe you'll be surprised. Oo.
Diba?
And positive man gyapon namang feedback after the first event. They were like, okay ra di ay, kaya ra di ay.
Have you seen kuan kanang somebody like person na nibalik-balik na from the first, second, and third loyalty awardee?
Like, what do you mean? Like merchant or
No, not a merchant.
attendee.
Attendee.
Customer.
I've seen a couple like maybe they're
How's
a
it
group.
feel?
I'm honored na you guys are supporting
Diba?
our event. It feels really nice na kanang
That's what you need.
kabalik-balik
Kanang
yun.
retention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully, di mo muundang.
The after sales is tough.
Yeah.
Because you can do only so much with the first impression, and right after that, people sometimes lose attention or they get bored easily, and especially
Oo.
today.
Ano
Once
ang
they-
attention span sa mga mga tao
so
karon?
true. That's why there's a strong push for quality.
Oo.
but the problem is everybody's putting out quality.
Mm.
So the formula is quality and quantity.
Yeah.
So saan man
You
good.
have to do both good.
Make your own media company.
Yeah, you have to do both good. Oo.
So that's what they keep saying. Nga, treat your brand or your business as a media company, and that's how you notice like big businesses. That's how they behave now.
Oh, that's how you market po.
True.
Oo. Because everyone's on media right now, online.
Yeah.
Oo.
It depends, but like again, you attract a certain demographic. And hey guys, say hi to the podcast. I'm not here. All right, that was Lucky Boondocks. So yeah, in a sense, you attract a certain demographic,
Mhm.
and all you can wish for is for them to keep coming back. Diba?
Kana po, wish naman, like, we were hoping ma-excite po sila for our next events. Because we were trying to mix it up all the time.
Yeah, so you do love to mix it up. You got merchants, artists,
Yeah, especially for
tattoo artists.
Yeah, tattoo artists. They're, same lang yapan naman tattoo artists every time.
But in hopes of adding another tattoo artist, or that be a conflict of interest?
Namin nag-collab sila last time.
Oh, okay.
Pero she's not available right now. So wala sila nag-collab right now.
There was another tattoo artist here earlier.
Yeah, last year, December, hand poke siya.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, I've noticed but like not all the merchants nibalik.
Yes.
So, we again, nag-story na tayo ganyan, but this is for content sake, para madunggan po nila. So, why, what's the reason behind nganong dili ang uban gamay ra na ang nibalik dayon naapoy na dugang nga bago? Is there a list or what's la namalik or time constraint or schedule ana?
What we usually do is we prioritize ang katong mga first na merchants existing. Pero what happened magod is busy sila, especially karon, it's art month.
How many slots do you guys kuan?
We have up to 15 actually. Pero most of the time, 10, we're good with that na.
Okay
First
naman.
event na mo, we just chose around 10, pero unexpected, nakaya na mag 13. Then sa second event, we try na mag-maximize sa 15 in which na-achieve na mo.
Right.
Karon na third event, we tried to do the 15, pero most of them mutanggi kay tungod na sila yung other kaning arrangements na with like Limcat Kai, Century, or
Right.
SM, or possibly basin they didn't have like enough sales baka ha.
True.
'Cause we really never know kung
Ako,
sa ilang
ano,
reason yun.
So, would it help na amoy survey po? How was your experience? Like, they're in-house guests.
What we usually do is personal na mo gina-talk one by one ang merchants.
Right, yeah.
If how
That's
they are,
important.
how they're doing.
Okay, so may
Ang
matapang
kamusta
na mo.
mi? Actually, we're
Hopefully-
kind of
hopefully
annoying.
dili monetary.
Actually, right now,
Yeah.
3 times, 4 times namin nangutana sa merchant na kanang okay ka.
You can never go wrong with over-communicating.
Yeah. We're just concerned manggod.
Yeah.
We're concerned na kanang they might not come back kay tungod wala ka sila sales. Yeah.
Of course, you want to take care of them.
Yeah.
They're your main clients. Yeah.
Kailangan alagaon
It's not
gina
these
sila.
folks coming in here.
It's not just the event that brings people.
Yeah.
It's also them, their own crowd.
Because there's layers to this. What you're trying to put out. You have your partners, the merchants, and ang mga customers. So naamoy duwa ka butang nga ginaatiman. And how you treat them? You treat them both differently, or maybe the same. How do you manage expectations for both, like for merchants and customers?
For the merchants and customers, among gina-focus is the vibe here.
Vibe lang.
Yeah, the vibe. As long as kanang sakto ang music, sakto po lang mong handpick na, I mean, hindi naman sa handpick, pero marag na contact with mga merchants. We're trying to like, marag na maximum and limited nga slots. Pero we don't want nga the same bitaw ang naa. Yeah.
You don't want what?
We don't want nga it's the same kind of merchants or they're at the same niche. Kana, same niche. Yeah, we want nga something marag something different every time or pagsulot nila is something marag every booth is different. Mariana. Oh.
But once they come down the stairs, they're actually pulled into an experience. So dili lang kaysa through social media bitaw nga
Yeah.
visual or audio. And once they come in here, it's like a full-on experience.
Yeah. It's actually at the forest event. It's actually you're paying for the experience here.
And mind you, there should be di ba 5 senses man ta? There should be a 6 cents for vibe.
Yeah.
Well,
Dapat na.
Ha!
Murag,
Ha!
vibe lagi na ako ni. Murag
Ha!
ana.
Di ba?
I'm gonna stay here for the vibe. Kaya na.
Huh. But you can tell right away, like first even before you guys started this whole thing, Forest Cafe always had this mystic to it. Ba marag sa ato sa pagkabuhat ang mga and the trees itself for sure daan na ginadiri.
Yeah, daanan na dre.
And it's a good comeback from 2011 katong Sendong, di ba? Ang baha
Kayo.
abot na to. This is a very good
Very
utilization.
tragic event. Pero yeah, I hope nga makamake me of good memories here para
Para ma-override to no or yeah. It's good. You guys are creating good experiences. Even we got some campers over there, like all kinds of generations, like not just young folks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know them?
No, we don't know them. Pero it's
Congrats.
nice to see them here. Oo. Yeah. Actually, na-shock me kanina. Like, nasa na yung pamilya here. Ano din silang
Wala.
Yeah.
Where kanila nakita, ano?
I also
I hope
don't
one of
know,
my
like,
videos
where
though.
the vibe.
Vibe check.
Vibe
Pasar.
check. Oh,
Pasar
kayo.
ni bayan man.
Kayo.
Paying customers always give a good vibe
Yeah.
as long as they pay. But hey, congrats.
Thank you, kayo.
Wow, what do you look to add on sa next pod? I mean it's too premature to say, like wa pa man naman pag-iugma, di ba? So if you're always adjusting every time. So what adjustments you need to make? So chess na ni siya, game na ni siya. So what adjustments you guys need to make for tomorrow and probably for the next one?
It depends if tomorrow, if we observe na kana medyo mingaw siya, most probs we're gonna
Sana mo
try
really.
to make duha na ka workshops. Different
Right.
workshops sa first day, different workshops sa second day. If ever mingaw na gid kay siya gyud.
True.
And also for future plans, we might change different na pud na klase na workshop, not just coffee related. We want to explore other na kaning like arts related yun.
Marathon. It's good for merch.
Yeah, I guess it's
sweatshirt.
good. Sweatshirt.
Can never go wrong. It's an experience. Milo every day. Bagay kay ba yung branding green.
Green.
I mean, there's so many. It's you guys are doing a good job. Like I don't think majority of the folks.
Thank you.
Like I don't think majority of the population of the world don't realize that you need to package events and experiences with certain brand because they're all an attached experience, di ba? Concerts have merchandise. They sell shirts. I'm surprised you guys don't have a shirt
Yet.
sa pangupat na.
Soon.
So you're building the equity sa mara kahumot sa mo. For sure.
To release a shirt soon.
Soon.
Oh, yeah.
For now, sa may what memorabilia can folks bring home? Stickers lang
The
sa.
stickers.
Ba?
They can ask for the stickers, yes.
That's smart. Grabe ang sticker boom karon.
Yeah, gabi kita stickers yan.
Pangpilit sa hydro flask, aqua flask.
True.
Especially karon, everyone has one.
Shout
Oh, di ba?
Actually, this is a good alternative sa mamandal.
Oh, tinood.
There's a recent rise in vandalism in our city of late. And a lot of folks, I mean, it's been around, pero because of social media, mas na-amplify siya.
Mm-mm.
I want to talk to you about this. Okay, if there's a certain problem, diba, I guess you guys would consider yourselves as entrepreneurs because you're selling a service here, an experience.
Yes.
So in your own right, you are business people. And you're always solving a problem.
Mm-mm.
What kind of solution would you give if something such as vandalism is a recurring thing in society? You can't stop people from vandalizing.
Oh, you can't stop people from vandalizing. Yeah, give them an
Yeah, what
alternative.
kind of solution
Give them a
would you get?
platform. Maybe, siguro, especially here in CDO, we don't have the workshop or kanang murag art
The
workshop.
outlet.
Yeah, the outlet for people nga hiligog kanang mo gamit og spray cans or kanang graffiti. Maybe give them a platform nga, for example, na ay wall or mural
Or
like
ipanis la diri magbutang mo latag mo trapal
yeah. Or kanang yeah. Or kanang murag platform good for people like for example sa I think sa Davao very prominent ang graffiti. They have the murag
Yeah.
walls nga pwede sa like mo apply dito then if you want murag pero na certain nga like art to follow.
Sure.
Yeah. I think kana ang murag I
So,
think
but
dapat
you know,
na,
folks,
outlet.
the reason why they the ang mystique kids vandalism is the feeling you can get away with it. That's
Isa na po na, yeah.
that's the addicting part of it.
Oo.
I can get away with it again and
Yeah.
again and again until
Oo.
madakpan.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, like there's this always going you get to be anonymously appreciated because there's a certain community of folks who want to get selfies around vandals. Kids these days do that. Like,
there.
I
Dili ko aware.
the last podcast we did sa Trinidad,
There.
the street art.
Oo.
Yeah. The last podcast we did sa Sam Talks was atbang sa Trinidad. So that kind of bakery dia ang not just cakes. Beside it is ang tapat silang dingding gibandalan. So the owner said like the owner saw like kids having a selfie sa bandal. So
Oo.
when they were asked by the owner, ano magbabandal? Mang selfie mo ng bandal. Okay, cool mo kay ni kaya. So
I see.
these are things that you know the certain
more
culture.
more siya hunt for that
Yeah.
certain graffiti.
Yeah, this is their like treasure hunting or this is their
Oo.
Easter egg hunt.
Mhm.
They get excited about these things.
I
Now,
see.
I think when you stop something,
Mhm.
obviously, when you suppress something,
Mas pangitao nila.
exactly. Why do
Oo.
you think drugs? Why do you think drugs is addicting?
Oo.
Obviously, human beings have highly addictive personality.
Mhm.
Actually, drug addiction is a disease. Sakit
Yeah,
din na siya.
yes.
Yeah. Why do you think we're addicted to rice is life?
Hmm.
Why do you think I can't get enough of this coffee?
It's addicting. Coffee is addicting.
We are human beings
Oo.
are creatures of
Oo.
addiction. Like it's in us. Like you watch Friends?
Mm-mm.
Do you watch How I Met Your Mom? Mother?
Oo.
It's addicting.
Oo.
We get addicted to stuff.
Or siya tick na to.
Yeah, it's our tick. Dopamine's our tick.
Oo.
So there are certain things if you suppress them, I think the addiction grows.
If you suppress them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So mo to, mas nice if hatagan mo sila platform to work outlet
Exactly.
nila. Oo.
But our certain governments are at a point nga I don't know if they can't risk to do that yet or wala na may budget. I hope they do. Okay, when people are asked na dapat provide ano platform.
I think it's also the mindset pod sa mga current officials nila. They're more like old-fashioned, I think.
Kinaraan.
Oo.
Well-
They don't think it as an art or marag samukan lang sila.
Yeah, that's what they. You know what? That's so strange. Kay something that's met with skepticism and negativity becomes the truth.
Mm-mm.
For example, people didn't think they could sell shit online.
Yeah.
Sa 90s, they would say, "Oh, ano mo, ibutang mo ng credit card details niya." Ano kayo?
Tinood.
But it's the reality.
Oo.
People said like, Facebook's for college students, Instagram's for photographers, TikTok's for 14-year-old girls to dance. But it has become reality.
Oo.
People shit on AI. It's gonna take over our jobs. Watch and how this will help improve our lives. So again, like with the vandalism, I have yet to see its practical application sa
I think
in the
pwede-
future.
I think pwede gid siya like magamit siya in a good way, good. Like daghan kay siya positive nga outcomes ang graffiti.
True.
Oo.
But until it happens on your wall.
Yeah.
Diba? That's what you always say.
Yeah.
Meron kayo mo storya kay, syempre, di man inyo ang establishment.
Oh.
Diba?
Give them a proper project siguro gid.
You would feel, maka-empathize ka.
Oo.
I mean, victim of the circumstance.
Yeah.
Sorry, bro. Kamo ang naka-plaster diri
Oo.
dulo nun po inyong dingding o bandal. Pero But again, when you stop something, it's always going to come out. Walay aso nga makumkum.
Yeah, that's true. Addicting siya. Parang pangitao na lang. Like,
Ang taon.
di ba?
And I think that's why that things we call taboo prevail eventually. And now we're slowly learning even mental health sa una, di ba it's socially mental health has arrived.
Yeah.
Na naman yun, socially accepted. Back in the day,
Legit.
non-existent.
Oo.
Pick up the pace. Let's go and be productive.
Mm.
But we disregard atong mga mental injuries.
Yeah. Ano
We
kay
need
siya
to
ka
fix
na?
that.
Dili gid siya healthy for us. Oo.
Yeah. So I think the more we should be enablers of not negative things,
Oo.
but enablers
like in a good way.
enablers of a good way.
Oo.
I don't know, like so provide avenues then.
Provide avenues
For-
good.
Are you gonna provide the budget?
No.
Because the government has not decided to do that. I mean,
Oo.
have they? Or I think they provided places, but it seems not enough.
So far, wala mo ko yung nakita nga place. Aside sa katong sa NMMC ba to? Like sa Ayala nga part.
Although, but they do provide no mga avenues, but the people who they let
I think selected ra kaayo, no?
Exactly.
Very, oo. Oh,
and
it's
the
not for
vandals
everyone.
are actually the vagabonds. Nga mo,
Mm.
they're not really gonna show their faces.
Mm.
Di na sa mapaila part. They should be like, I don't know. Actually, it's what the good thing about the old heads, gabuhaton po dron, katong niagi po dana, they're actually very accountable for it.
Mm-mm.
Because, syempre, it's a culture that will keep going. Ang mga padayon yun,
Oo.
you can't stop it. It's in the internet.
Mm-mm.
It's in the city. It's even in your doodle, may ika sa imong notebook.
Yeah. Oo.
Why is that not a vandal? Because it's personal property?
Oo. Siguro. And it's consensual po.
Ba?
Oo.
So, next time, mananghid lugar ko.
Oo. Oo.
Vandal, me.
Oo. Mag-wall art me. Kamu na lang provide sa spray cans.
What if it works?
Then that's good.
What if balibaran, then it works? Okay, because mostly when there's something wrong with communication, obviously the intent is already wrong.
Oo.
But vandaling is wrong, especially in the wrong place. If it's not your property, there's no
Oo.
consent. But what if it was met first with good discourse and communication?
Then it should have been consensual in the first place.
Is there a way to consensualize vandalism? You can vandalize here, pero mubayad sa modere or
I mean, silang dapat bayaran actually if ang art nilang ibutang, di ba? Oo. It wouldn't be vandalism. It would be like graffiti mural art. Oo.
I think there are historic places maybe in Europe nga grabe ka bandalan, it's becoming a tourist spot. Naman no. I think
na. Oo.
di ba? And you would then appreciate kung naaya pa dito pa if it's some place not Philippines.
Maybe they're trying that one siguro.
I don't know how we're gonna adapt. I mean, so much for vandalism. This is not about the vandal podcast, but I really wanted to talk to someone about that, just to hear and take someone's perspective. Because even with, I mean, I admit I was very pro Duterte campaign, war on drugs, but now observe po na ako, it's not how you give solutions to recurring problems like something like addiction. Is something very clinical. You require like a real rehab. If they did provide, was it communicated at scale? Nagpahalata ba sila nga, yes, gibuhat na mo.
Oo.
Naghatag may, then why is the message of marag wala sila gibuhat bigger and louder? So, that's the thing. Kani karon, mahal kay ang presyo sa sibuyas. Do you know why?
Where?
I don't even know.
I don't even know. Hindi na ako hype na
I only
nila.
see it on the newspaper, ang mga solusyon they're providing, but do we know the root cause? Okay,
No.
nagtaas ang gas.
Wala. I think they're just doing it for the hype nga makamonopolize sila because they have the supply.
Yeah, they did that for the right anong NFA nga.
Yeah, that's true.
Fucked up, man.
So, yeah.
Shit. I mean, we don't usually talk on this podcast, but again, we're discussing ideas here, opinions. take this with a grain of salt, motherfuckers. Pero really, pero kanang it's so strange. Onion is a commodity that's very common.
Yeah, that's true.
Why put step on the gas sa onion? Murag kayawa basta mas
Okay.
mahal pa sa baboy.
That's true. Then ang iingon na nila sa imo is they can live without the onion daw. Like,
Fuck you. Okay, sige, sibuyas daon. That's so weird.
oo.
But literally, we had to make a change in the household. Onion was not an option anymore.
Mm-mm.
No, see how these big things, I mean, these changes, seem like micro kay onion ra,
Oo.
make big impact sa atong households. Like, now, you have to live without onions on your beef steak.
Weird kayo.
Kana ang
Weird
sibuyas
kayo.
daon sa yung beef steak.
Oo.
Diba? Like,
Oo.
but we manage.
We manage.
But the
Pero-
thing is, onion has so many nutrients by like
Dili gid sakto lang ibuhat actually. Like, it's something that you see every day, then kalit na dayon siya ni mahal.
drastic pag yun.
Oo, drastic kayo.
Galit lang. Actually, kuhan siya ka ng naginahinay, then ni drastic lang pump ang presyo.
Yeah.
What? So absurd. And you can't explain it. Kay Murag, our soils are fertile.
Mm.
We eat years here all year long. Murag, huh? So weird. But I'm not an economista, so I could be wrong. But it's great barbershop talk. Murag lamay siya, storya, ano. Okay, aside sa mga onions, what do you guys find very peculiar sa Philippines or sa Cagayan de Oro City that's absurd? Or Cagayan?
Not right now sa kong head.
Wala.
Anything ang murag, ha?
Ano gid, ang asa ko is the RTA.
Okay, well, what did they do this time?
I mean, it's so absurd that you can't, gusto ka mag-pop up or like food truck. You
Right.
can't have food trucks in Cagayan de Oro. Kay dakpan sa RTA.
Yeah, you know this one, sila buding sa, diba sa Crolls, sa Capirol sa Dalan,
Yeah.
and street quirky streetery
Yeah.
ni Pasara ba sila di Rotunda.
Ooh.
And now, I don't know where they're popping up right now.
I
Ay,
think
sa XU.
Uptown sila.
XU
XU sila karon.
XU.
I see. Oh.
But TBH, kung hanay pa lang, kolorom gid.
Yeah, it's
Colorum.
colorum. Pero before there was an food truck sa sa Cathedral. Then since ang RTA
Yeah, they pick their spots.
Oo.
And there are seasons they need to hit quota.
They have quota every end of the month daw, guys.
Yeah. They ramp up their
Oo.
nilang para sa nanay at a certain time. Pero I still find it fun. If you have just be firm with the rules kay.
Oo.
If you're firm and then people adjust. 'Di ba? If sa sugod pa lang wa nagialaw sa rotunda,
Oo.
if gipatugahan, wala nyo patugay, wala man po yung mag-display diya.
Yeah, that's true. Sa una pamandagan na kay display there.
Yeah,
Then murag di sunod ra bitaw sila, then na timingan na nga sila ang na banggaan nila.
but okay, here's the good thing though. Because they have humot sila sa public, hindi nila pwede bastusan.
That's true.
Di ba?
Oo. Nagduwa-duwa pa sila before nila i-enact.
Yeah, because those are actual, they may not be in actual legit companies or representing companies, but they are actual legit entrepreneurs and human beings in the community.
Mm-mm.
That's hard to kuan. That's even much kuan, mas dulsas kasing-kasing sa mga tao.
That's true. Oo.
I just hope nga consistent sila.
Unta, no favoritisms or gana-gana.
So that's probably why dili mo pop up sa Kugon.
Basin mandagan ta.
Ba? I'm surprised walay ko Andre kanang food stalls.
Yeah,
Can you explain why?
Since the event is exclusive sa Forest Cafe, diri lang yun ang food and drinks nila. But they offer sometimes na naman sa mga events, mag-offer sila affordable drinks and food for the participants.
Hopefully pohon.
Yeah, hopefully pohon. Yes.
Kasi hopefully pohon, if maalaw ang owner, we
Yeah.
could like invite mga startups. Ako personally, I'm very interested with startup na kanang mga food.
Yeah.
Especially if it's not that kaning common na cuisine. Like for example, karon sa
Lamig
Cagayan, ang
eh.
common kay
How-
Korean.
what's your palate like? Murag ganaan ka ma-experiment.
I would want more Indian na kanang
Pa,
Arabic. In
undefeated.
fact, I'm very happy right now na ini-open Indian diya sa Alaba. Kan Sutra. I'm very proud na kanang na
Biryani is the
Indian.
best. Hands
Yeah.
down.
Indian, Mexican.
Ba?
Shout out Dales, Takeria.
Dales,
I love
I'm
Dales. I love
swept away.
Dales. I love
I'm
Dales.
swept away by their tacos. By burrito po nila. Shit. Woo, no plug in. So those are the food stalls you're trying to invite, or murag
Yeah,
gina-attract?
I would want more different like Vietnamese on the streets or Thai
Si
related
Banh Mi,
on the
atong
streets. Yeah, I was very happy na there's banh mi on the streets right now. Okay, banh mi biya is street food. It's street food biya outside. For sa tuwa, not that.
you know, but again, all these kwan, that it's good for them, for their,
Yeah.
but you know, like, I'm also a big. This I shouldn't even be drinking this garbage. This should be black coffee lang yun. But I just need the extra sugar boost.
Yeah, and the
That's why
caffeine.
I'm freaking drinking this. Okay, the dilemma with like street food and food boom is you're encouraging people to eat.
Yes. And then to try.
That's okay if you're 10, 20, 30 years old.
I guess.
How old are you guys?
20. 23. I'm still 23.
Young, ikaw.
27.
Okay, I'm 30. I'm my 34. I'm in my third. Folks now. I'm old anyway. Look at me. I'm in my 30s. When you get this old, there's gonna be some life reflections. Serioso. And you're gonna appreciate those small tweaks and small decisions you made regarding eating habits.
Yeah.
Every day I make those regrets. Yeah. Because I have no consistent eating flow.
Yeah.
I sometimes fast, not intentionally, but kanang mapas mo lang yun or mapilar, way kaon na. And then the next day, kapi mo kaon. So imagine the toll your internal organs are taking on that. The glucose spike. You're a nurse. You understand
Yeah.
that language, di
Yeah,
ba?
yes.
Di ba?
It's very complicated in a way.
Di ba? But that's the thing. I guess, okay, good for the economy ang mga street food. I also hope that they also play their part to also communicate to help live a active lifestyle. Boss, palitan eh. Dinadi gamay nga sticker diya. Marka nito sa no smoking bitaw nga. Smoking cigarettes can blah blah blah. blah. Pero ito rin kay, this food is full of sugar. Please be accountable for your own health. Go for a run. Blah blah blah. Something I've never seen now.
Yeah, never in the food.
They only put in the kind of itong macro
Nutritional
micro.
facts.
Diba?
No risks for consuming it long term.
Diba? So even on the micro, diba? Even on the micro level, our no offense sa ato mga street foods,
Yeah.
they're just trying to get by or trying to like earn a decent living. Now, may na lang kayo sa nangawat. But
Yes.
the dilemma is, are we also educating our consumers? Okay, tabay. But it needs to be a conversation.
Yeah.
Diba? Who's gonna make this conversation? Because it's apparent nga diabetes is fucking #1 killer.
Yeah.
Na siya sa inyong bloodline.
Oh fuck, please.
Oh.
It's in our blood too. High blood and diabetes. It's in my blood. That's why I'm very conscious.
I see.
Diba? I mean, imaginary marathon soon. La.
Soon.
Ah.
Oo.
Yawa ka wild to ideas. But we're just discussing how like something like your platform, because diba, you guys said nga it can be a mix of
Yes, it
everything.
can be a mix of anything. We're open to anything.
You know what, when you guys mentioned that, and I can tell from the vibe sa Sixth Sense na ako. I mean, that's probably why I would like root for you guys always, because that's what we're about. Because life is so unique and dynamic, and the idea it has to be one-way highways. That's absurd. I believe rules and certain norms and constructs are just guidelines.
Yeah.
Yeah. As long as you're
I mean,
You're
dapat
kind.
dili ta mo sunod sa social construct bitaw.
you can follow for sake,
Oo.
pero be true to what you want to kuan kay I mean we are always subject and to the the public opinion, the public eye. The moment nga mag igane-igane ka, imagine what your lolo would have said.
Yeah.
So,
Parang gusto man ni. Seryoso ni?
and imagine what you would say sa inyong mga apo. So, no.
Ah.
Because it's always going to be like that. We're gonna shit on the younger folks. Unsay mo
It's
na-
a loop.
It's a loop.
Oo.
It's an endless cycle.
Oo.
And that's the thing I've learned most about what I've been doing. Old folks always have something to say to me, and I have always something shitty to say sa mga bata na ako. And yeah, and we can't stop that. We're always gonna have opinions. And I think what you guys are doing is normalizing a community who's going to be more accepting kung kinsa sila, because you have different types of merchants, different types of genres in here, and you said guys are going to be mixing it up, diba? Anything you guys having special for tomorrow? Ugma, it's day 2, right?
Expectation? Hopefully more consumers would come.
Ba?
Yeah. If they've seen our stories or the stories of the corresponding merchants
These
na
folks.
they do. So hopefully there will be more people to come and
I
enjoy
hope
the
so.
event, enjoy the place, just relax bakaha, unwind with their family and friends. And it will be more
What's the
appreciated.
demographic that you guys look forward to nga? Hope unta mas dagan pa ani nila man ni.
Ako personally, I think same naman taga na opinion. We'd want people in the like college or like early 20s.
Yeah.
And then ang
Kasi
reach
sila man
mo
ang market
30s
boy
baka
patuloy
ha.
sa future.
Yeah. Those the ones that are very active in SOCMED. Yes, we'd want those people.
And just because I'm old, di ko na invite because dili strong akong following. How dare
Not just that.
you.
As long as you're
Diba?
interested to
Diba?
try something
Hey,
new,
but check
no
this
problem.
Out. Check this out. The last adopters of anything social are the 50 and 60 years old.
50?
Yeah. So what you're doing now, give it a strong presence and represent their demographic well. Okay, they're usually the last adopters. Good. The 50s and 60s are making it now sa TikTok. Yeah. At first, like 2 years ago, it was Instagram.
Yeah.
They were blowing up on Instagram. Mga boomers and mga girls. Yeah. And now they're making it on TikTok. See this old
Interesting.
kaning mga content creators ng mga tigulang,
Yeah.
mga bearded, nga maghatag-hatag og wisdom.
Yeah.
Why the fuck people would want to listen to that? Because he has context.
Yeah.
He has something. He has a lot of experience. Diba?
Yeah. That's very interesting.
Yeah. So expect like them to be your last consumers and nagyot. Nana.
Represent.
Yeah, I'm actually very happy that
Yeah.
there's a different demographic here right now.
And even if you call them a boomer, they don't care.
Yeah.
Diba?
Let's go, boomers.
Let's go. And they don't care about labels too. That's not in their con.
Video earlier, but
See?
fuck.
They're more.
They enjoy the vibe.
They're more updated than I am. Fuck. Nabi si Joji riya ba? Joji. 8 Rising. Nalagi. Oh. Tanaw tinalamisa. Ay lang mo papangka kay ganeras lagi sa pat.
Gilibak man kahana.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, anyway. So, you know what? Padayon, and I can't wait for your next. Hopefully, next maka-display po ko.
Yes, please.
Igna ko unsa ko what do I have to go through. And we have a signature question sa show. So, you know, the name of the platform is Huge Upside.
Yes.
So in a sense, when people ask me what it means, I can't give them an answer because it's a personal definition. It's an experience. So it's different for folks. Same like itong silver lining lugar ni
Yeah.
Juan. Sige to. Ato ang
Ni-
kandidato dito sa Cagayan. Forgot her name. The Miss Universe. Yeah. So it's different for folks.
Oh, yeah, I forgot her name too.
Would I ask you guys, both of you, like, what's your own definitions huge upside? What does huge upside? What's your huge upside?
Own definition for huge upside. Ako.
Dua, you guys have to answer.
For me, huge upside. I think since you're interested in different like merchants and also the scenes, but I think you're looking for like the upside or like the positive or like the movement.
Are you defining me or is that your own meaning?
I mean, that's my own.
I think you're huge.
I am
Wait.
huge. Yeah,
Ah!
I need to lose weight. Yeah, but
So,
That's it.
motong ako.
how about si James?
I would just like agree with her on that side. You're trying to make a movement going upwards, a huge movement upwards.
That's imaginary. Continued success, James and Hill. Let's acknowledge the folks in the comment section. Elvis, what's up? What do you do, bro? Blood flowers. Mark Jason, wash out sa'yo, Hillary. Kels, huge upside. Chess, there's Mike. Yuhan from Swell. Miss this one, 10 og 11 man di ay. Yuhan, apa ni ugma?
Napaugma.
Jono Vanilla. You remember him? Mga barista pod na imong gi-interview. There you go. Bye, salamat kayo for
Salamat po
actually.
kayo. Grabe.
I'm flattered. You know what? These opportunities like this are rare because finally, the work na among thesis that people actually want to collaborate with us. Yeah. I have to admit, your job site is very limited, and we would like to stay that way because we'd like to extend and delegate the other mga jobs tasks to the people who we collaborate with. And for you, have opened the doors nga pwede tayo midiri. Or sige na lang. Tawa. But until makakuan na, di ba?
It's actually nice na kanang more ganap gakahitabo here.
Di ba?
It's fun.
And the end,
People will be like,
at
doon
the end-
sana sila diha.
At the end, si Forest Cafe yung bulan.
Yeah,
Pons
kanapon.
Terminator eh. Bro,
Yes.
it's an ecosystem, symbiotic,
Yeah.
di ba? We benefit, they benefit.
You're having fun, man sad. Kaha. That's what's important.
Absolutely.
Peggy.
Kamo, pangutanong na lingaw mo ka mo.
Of course.
Hey, it's great.
This is
We
also another segment in this thing.
Di ba?
Additional.
It's great music we have on out here. And folks,
Yeah.
if you're watching this, inviting you guys, like extend ang Imaginary karon sa Forest Cafe. And there's an encore tomorrow. Actually, not an encore. Naagid. Ugma, unsa oras mga pre?
10 a.m. See you guys tomorrow.
10 a.m. ugma. And if you hear this on Spotify, meaning humanan na ni.
Late mo.
But again, watch out and keep posted for future Imaginary flea markets and events.
See you guys.
Salamat, bye.
Thank you.
I appreciate
Thank you.
this. Bye, everyone.